Yesterday, my paint arrived and I got my first coat of POR-15 on top of this. It was actually dry last night. You can see some spots here that need some more, and I knew that was going to be the case, and I had a brush that was, and when the paint was dry, I put that streak in there. That was probably a bad decision. I don't know. Maybe not, since I know I'm going to probably put another coat, at least on the top. But I think that maybe it's going to be worth trying to knock down some of the bumps, maybe a razor blade or something like that to try and get through them. But I mean, it's nice the way it really looks like glass, and you can see things got into the paint as I was trying to hustle through this. But I did up to here. I mean, I love the way it looks just wet, where it had plenty of paint to just soak in. Down here is really where I actually needed POR-15. This little wedge in here had hostas growing up into here, and plants were holding water on this. So that's why this got pitted so badly, and I mean it really is a job for POR-15 to protect metal like that. So I did not do that area over there up to the first half of the gate, and then there's another section behind. When I was grinding, this was enough to do. If these were 8-foot sections between posts, then that would be 8, 16, what would I do, maybe 32 sections, but it's not quite that long. But add in the gate, and maybe I did 32 feet worth. But I'm really happy with this. This was gray powder coated, and I really should have sanded and prepped it, but I just went over it with the POR-15. And some people say it will peel off of things that aren't prepped, but that's an ugly area that maybe I should really try to find a cap to put in there that I can also paint over, and it will look better. I did have a round cap, but it didn't look right. But let me show you how that gray metal powder coat looks. That was a piece from this Just a Gate, gray powder coated metal. I think it actually was bolted on there temporarily, but I'm really pretty happy with the way the POR-15 comes out, and the way it feels. Like it used to be you'd stand here and just pick flecks of old paint off, and I really didn't want it to go back to that, and that's why the idea of painting it with a regular paint just was a kind of a nightmare of mine, because within a couple of years I'd be right back to trying to grind the entire fence down again. So I wanted to do something that was going to be really permanent. Now, I don't know whether I should cut back this clematis or just peel it off, but right here I am, I'm picking flecks of paint off, and it's all rusty, but still better than what it was before. You can see there's more paint. This has all been wire brushed, but I'm gonna I got some hamburger wheels, and the wire brush is bad to use around the pool because the wires shoot out and go to the bottom of the pool and rust and stain the bottom of the pool. Now I have to paint the bottom of the pool still, but don't necessarily want to create unnecessary stains. You can see this paint here is just, that's what the grinder wheel is for. So this is not ready to be repainted yet. And as a matter of fact, when I started painting this area over here, I really shouldn't have gone as far as I did, because in here I painted in some stuff that really could have been ground out. And even here, like, this isn't as smooth as I'd like, but overall, I'm pretty thrilled. This area here was something that I did with a leftover can of 4-ounce can of the paint that I had, and it was a trial run, and it got me really excited about it. Bought the 32-ounce can for $68 on Amazon, and did that area over there, and have plenty of paint left, but need to do a lot more grinding before I can do more painting. And it's good to have big sections ready to go, because the paintbrush that you use is going to be garbage. And the fact is that it only took me probably 2 hours to paint all this. Now I did miss some spots, but they're small spots. Here, what's this? That's some schmutz. I think a bug may have gotten in here or something, but it looks like down here, it looks like maybe a bristle got into it, so like this stuff needs to be cut out. But that's really pretty nitty gritty. But it's just so nice to be able to touch it now and also be able to toss a wet towel or a pool thing. I mean, this pool thing here, we tossed it over the fence, and you see that? I mean, that was probably over a year ago, and what a mistake, because that's never coming out. And that was just from tossing it over the rusty railing. So this is going to essentially make our lives better, and I really do like the gloss black. And that's just one coat, so maybe I better read the instructions and see how this is going to hold up to sunlight. But can I even put POR-15 on top of this glossy surface? Will it bond to itself? I think it will, but it could end up being flaky. So anyway, I'm going to start my Friday here. Let's see little areas where I missed. And some of that stuff becomes apparent just sitting around in the pool. So maybe I will put pieces of blue masking tape on the areas that I find that need paint or something like that. So the next time I open up a can, I'll be prepared to hit all of those areas. I just wanted to make some good progress and be able to toss things over the fence.